quickly. Now you have this Lolita to help you out, withstand some of the damage being thrown at you, and you can play around the CC and damage that you'll have later on, especially with a carry, if Domain can get into a range that he needs to. So all this speculation, we'll see how it plays out here in game number 2.
I feel like game number 2 will be determined by how well Brusco is actually going to keep Goyong alive here, because actually that's a little difficult. The reason why a lot of teams pick up the Ruby is they can just really bully early on. They don't need that ultimate. They have so much sustain. They can just disrupt this mid lane so much.
Yeah, speaking of disrupt and surprise attacks, good thing that the carry picked up the Flicker instead of the Inspire. As I watched in the previous games, with the presence of the Ruby's Flicker, well, you can be dead.
It's a safe option.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's deadly. Right, you don't want to deal with it, but this, I mean, poking back and forth even in the mid lane, just trying to get each other as low as possible here. Brusco could be in trouble. He's got the flicker still, so he flickers out.
Oh, delayed though.
Oh, the bottom lane, Ryota! Gonna go down for first blood. That was surprising.
That's Boyette, by the way. That is the new freshman on the block.
Yeah.
They brought him out. He gets first blood.
Yeah, that's Naisu in MLBB form. Baksha.
Well, I don't have two big shields as wheels or whatever, so.
We'll find that cosplay soon. Don't worry.
We'll find that photo. Don't worry.
We'll find it.
We'll find it.
Don't Google me, please.
How you look back in high school in your freshman year.
Do it, guys. Anyway, yeah, I feel like this is huge, right? Boyette DR's Baksha has that innate anti-lifesteal which Dairos hates so much.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yeah. It can soak up. It can translate into buy time for a good rotation, just like this.
Yeah, they can fight early on, and NXPE is just reeling towards him, ganging up on Ryota. That's the second time in less than a minute.
Oh, yeah, this is how freshman does it. How they saw what might happen to them if they don't fix their cards for game number 2. Oh, that's a pull against Kekadut. That's just NXPE Evo securing the first turtle of the game.
Great start here for NXPE Evos, right? Completely different from the previous game. We were saying they need to start the momentum themselves, get the ball rolling, right? And they're literally rolling now on this map with that Baksha pick, getting this early kill, getting the early objectives, and now building themselves a comfortable little gold lead, right? How do they play around this, though? They need to be able to, again, secure that farm for Domeng, let him have a good time, not go down in the gold lane, and then keep capitalizing on it, right? And punishing ONIC Philippines wherever they can find it. On the flip side, though, ONIC Philippines, they still, at this point, when everybody is at this point in 3 minutes in, they're good to go. Oh, my goodness. Just like that.
Right.
Appraiser's Wrath and Feathered Airstrike.
Yeah, that's big damn.
That's a big damn combo if there was any of it.
You cannot escape something like that, but now rotating over top lane.
Here we go. NXPE, they're picking up the pace here. Boyette going straight for Super Friends, and Super Friends can't do anything about it.
Ooh, okay.
And they're not done.
That's okay. He's going to be fine, but they could actually collapse here top side. Boyette charging up. Sensui just on the bottom there. He's just keeping an eye on the situation, but yeah, nonetheless, NXPE Evo still holds on to this minor lead.
They need to have an advantage. If they want to have pure damage with the tankier side of NXPE Evos, I say they don't want to get disturbed. But Nets relying on BMI right now against carry really works. He needs to sustain the game though.
Oh my
Ryota.
goodness, look at that. Ryota once more. The target here for ONIC. Oh man, Sensui can't really do much about it. This is the exact reason why when I saw that Dairoff pick, I knew something bad was going to happen to ONIC. And it's happening right now.
Speaking of which, second turtle of the game. Now, this sets up ONIC to contest this. But how game number 1 went bad for NXPE Evos, they're answering it on a bigger scale. In the macro game, they're answering a lot. Since Nets is relying for a longer state for a mid to late game power spike, they're using this win as an advantage.
Oh man, I love that. Brusco DR setting up the Numenon Blast, hitting Sensui straight to the face and denying them the retribution. They keep going here. Sensui trying to get some attention back, but it's not enough to save Kekadut. And now ONIC, they're forced to back off with Nets very, very close by. Can't do anything about it.
NXPE Evos furthering the lead they have, exactly what they had to do here. Still going. Net's going to fall top side. So still putting the pressure points where they need to. And you can see it, right? You can start to see how this mobility, this displacement that Next Play Evos has is playing advantage here. ONIC Philippines, though, they might try to find their own moment, but this is going to be really difficult if they actually pull the go on Ding here, because for the most part, the guy can just Dragon Form away and be safe.
Yeah, finding the right moment, the exact word to put what ONIC Philippines can do. Carry has taken down the top tower. Now, with the damage that he has, ONIC Philippines would not want to be on the set of team fights. If you want to have a good time, you would actually be cautious on every step. But what can you really do as of this time is to make cross-map objective trades. Something that you can't be spotted on, because how Next Play Evos rotates right now, they have so much information to trap ONIC Philippines to a deadlier gank.
Now, this is a big test for ONIC, right? If you really want to call yourself a pro, you have to be able to dig yourselves out of situations like this. And they're trying to do that right now with a huge gank on top. Boya DR, as tanky as a boxer is, can't sustain the firepower of 5 members of ONIC.
They might get collapsed on, or at least give up the Tier 1 turret here. Looks like Next Play Evo's going to go ahead and take that and might crash down. Kekadut, though, has the backup he needs, has to flicker out. So still, it's, I mean, at least it's an objective for Next Play Evos. It's a kill for ONIC Philippines. Itemization-wise, how's it looking, OSX?
Up against Super Friends versus Goyong right now, Valentina rather, is having a good time with the Clock of Destiny. 2 levels ahead, that's extra magic damage poke, and also amplifying yourself with the Clock of Destiny. So with space, damage, and also slowly continuous burst up against ONIC Philippines, it's an invisible border of threat that ONIC Philippines would not want to cross. Just how they respected Next Play Evos in taking this turtle.
Yeah, I think you just give that up at this point, right? You hate to give up the third and last turtle like that, but it's better than just losing the fight and furthering that gap between you and Next Play Evos here. So rather a good call for ONIC Philippines, but is there a saving grace for ONIC Philippines here with the gold lead now at 3.5K as it leads up? They're going to have a tough time. And this is the thing about Claude picks, right? Anytime there is a Claude, you really need time to build up the items that you need, those 3 pretty much core items, and then go from there. But even looking at the player gold here, OSX, anything that stands out to you?
Carry, number 1. That's what she needs. Gold, getting the items up against a Claude. You're walking winning condition against Nets. Now what Nets wants is space to not get disturbed, but on the side, Doming has all the complete, well, starting checklist to make it happen just right now.
But who starts it off first? It's ONIC. Look at that. They're able to take out the Brusco very, very quickly. Tower goes down, though, so is this still pretty bad for the Hedgehogs? And it's a 1-for-1. Kekadut can't really make an exit, and that's a problem with a Ruby.
Element of surprise. ONIC Philippines could really use this tactic up against Next Play Evos. Why? How Doming rotates now to clear waves. There's no defenses taken down in their base. ONIC can't even take 1 tower even up top. This secures a lot of ways to not get chance for ONIC Philippines.
Well, they're fighting for resources at this point, right? It was just a roamer for a roamer trade there. And notice as well, Ryota is starting to get a couple kills here on this Dairoth after having a rather rough start, right? He was 0-3 at one point. Brusco.
Once again, getting started off by Kekadut, but this time around, Superfin's a little far away to follow up, and that's trouble. Sensui, he's 1 hit away from going down, and I don't think he can pull off the Appraiser's Wrath to get that health back. That forces a disengage, but to be honest, I'm surprised ONIC could have disengaged that. I swear someone would have gone down.
Yeah, but just by that peel.
Oh, look at that.
Brusco goes down.
Brusco goes down. That's the front line going down. But here's Ding. He's also a big front line for NXPE. That's enough time to buy, I think, for that Lord to get taken out.
Oh my goodness.
Non-stop action here.
Look at the peel.
Schoolyard brawl here.
That was a great, I mean, just decisions across the board from Next Play Evos, especially Ding. The way that he used that Black Dragon form to just basically buy time and actually space to allow them to secure that Lord there was great. So great play there, because if ONIC Philippines actually continued to punish and got into range, it could have been bad for NXPE Evo. So now the ball's in their core. They're actually to play with this Lord. It's going to go down at this bottom side. They're going to most likely get a couple tier 2 turrets from this, and then look to knock on the base of ONIC Philippines. Again, all the pieces of the puzzle are here. They just have to avoid getting set up, because at this point, now ONIC Philippines in a decent position to actually win some of these skirmishes. The damage is still lacking a little bit, right? But especially if Ryota can get the pretty much the abilities off from this Dairoth kit, they might be able to follow up on that and then grab a kill here. But right now, they're better off, honestly, just kind of waiting it out, right? This is where we see that difference of experience and veterancy. If they wait it out, wait for that base defense, they might be able to pull it off.
Oh, look at that. Damage. Total damage count from Goyong, almost 29K. That's a happy Valentina right there. Talking about upping the pace of a carry and a Valentina, clearly giving so much power against ONIC Philippines.
Actually pretty close. Goyong trying really hard to make a pick-off against Nets. I love it. I love seeing NXPE like this, right? This is their identity. How fast-paced their gameplay is right now. It's actually giving ONIC a really hard time to start those fights. And even if ONIC does start out the fight, you know what? The follow-up damage is higher in NXPE.
Starting the fight. Well, that's the problem of ONIC Philippines. If Kekedut puts out his foot out in the vision of Brusco or even Domeng, the peel is so high if they even want to risk one or two members of ONIC Philippines. But just like this, they're pulling the members of ONIC Philippines into a trap.
Oh, Brusco really wanted to go for Nets. He's looking for that target, but he has to flicker out. Oh my goodness, that's pretty huge. In the coming Lord fight, that will be big, and Sensui actually could go down, but the Brazer's Rav gets his health back really, really quickly. Flight is on. Look at the back line. Ding! Taking out that huge damage coming out from ONIC. That might have secured them that Lord.
Man, the Black Dragon form of Ding has been unleashed, and that pull to put ONIC Philippines back in their third tier turret gave so much space. And they've taken two important members, Ryota and Nets.
And
how to scale?
Siege is on. Oh no!
Wow.
Oh, Domeng in a rough place, man. He got caught by Kekedut, and the follow-up damage from Super Friends.
See what I'm saying? The potential is there, right? The damage we're seeing unfold here, and now they've kind of evened the grounds for this next Lord. So if ONIC Philippines takes this Lord, they're going to get more turrets and actually probably march down to the base of NXPE Evo. So they got to be very careful how they approach this. Everybody's locked and loaded.
It's funny because that was a sure Lord. I don't know what happened there, but now it's going to be Nets being hunted down by Ding on the back foot. It's going to be a Retribution 50-50. Who gets it? It's Sensui! Oh my goodness! And now the chase is on. Ding is low. Look at that! And he's going to get taken out. Same with Boyet. That's two members remaining for NXPE. And that 5K goal lead, it disappeared.
How Nets managed to use that blazing duet. He waited for the perfect moment to wait for NXPE Evos to use those ultimates right away. They were looking for the opening on how to shut down Nets, but having that wind of nature, golden staff, and even the malefic roar gave an advantage. Being in the midst of three members, tanky members of NXPE Evos, shutting them down right in that objective steal.
Not only that, but the fact that Domeng went down when he did, that's a missed I'm offended. Lord's going to charge up here. They've got to defend this one. Inhibitor turret goes down, and still ONIC Philippines holds on to all of their inhibitor turrets. So now they have this minor advantage in terms of the map play. And again, Domeng's got to be careful. We saw how much just him getting picked off before that Lord led to this. And look at it now, the player gold Nets going to the top of the list. He is online.
In less than 3 minutes.
Whoa.
Sensui, though, I think he suffered the same deal. Loses that much of momentum with one death. Oh, man. Deja vu over again, bro.
Wait.
Caught out.
Did they just sacrifice Sensui?
Oh, no.
I don't know, man. Right now, it's trouble looking at for ONIC City as Kekidut also falls.
Look at Nets, though.
Look at Nets.
He's going to be
trying
doing the
to do
play.
something.
Is he?
NXPE,
Wait!
do they see this?
The base.
No one's backing off. No one's backing off.
Nets is
Rihanna.
going.
Oh, man.
Check
Nets
your
is going
recall.
for it. Check your recalls. Once more. Nets. The damage is
Nets,
not
are you
quite
doing
there.
this again?
It's a problem, man.
No, he doesn't have
he
enough.
What's this? What's happening?
Oh!
Minion!
Oh! What was that?
Oh!
NXPE EVOS lives!
They live by the skin of their teeth. Oh my goodness!
One hit. And the famous line in Filipino, isang hit na lang.
Oh,
One hit away.
one hit away.
Nets with the shenanigans. It's not a normal day, Nets.
Not
today.
today, says NXPE EVOS.
I got to bring it up.
We've seen you done that season 10. You're not doing that in our base.
If only Goyong was delayed by like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
0.5 seconds on the recall.
Nets had the immortality, Rockhart.
Yes.
And 1 minion. Just as enough, but a millisecond recall.
Woo!
Well,
Okay.
All right.
we're back to this
Okay.
point. Lord is now spawning. Both teams only have one inhibitor turret. This could be a difference maker here. Again, everything that just happened there was quite the play, but still it comes down to this next Lord take. You can see Boyette rolling over here. He knows he's got to contest this. Both teams setting up cross map. Keep an eye on both sides here,
I'm seeing a mirror.
mirroring it.
Yep. It's pretty massive here, though.
Oh,
Dairov
Oh.
could be in trouble. Ryota forced to flicker on out of there,
Here
but the
comes
rest of
Kekidut.
NXPE, they're starting to crash in. Kekidut from the back. Who's going to get the retribution, though? Brusco with a perfect
Goyong.
Luminol blast, and Goyong takes it away.
Here's the punish.
still going though. Super
Counter punch,
Fritz.
though. ONIC still has some healthy members, and here comes a blazing duet from that Claude.
Okay.
Not going to be enough, though. And
They
the
have
Lord.
to defend.
3 members left for ONIC Philippines. Is the damage enough to defend their base?
They've
man.
got to defend this. It's a
flicker.
Oh,
no.
they got caught there. Oh, beautiful flicker here. There's no blazing duet yet. The timing is off.
It's
the
not. He
cooldown is
can't.
not going to reach. And that is going to be it.
We are going to be going to game 3 here in a turn of events from one hit away to now a game 3. It's the rivalry we wanted to see.
You called it. You called it, Carl Rockhart. Completely. From the beginning of this match, it's game number 3, and that's how the freshmen make an impression.
That's just how it's meant to be, man.
With the help of the big boy.
Big boy
Boxer.
boxer.
Big boy box.
Big boy boxer, baby.
He answers a lot. But it's a living